With light beams, light sails, and the lightest spacecraft ever built, we can launch a mission to Alpha Centauri within a generation.
Un viaje espacial, ciencia y fe, terraformación de otros mundos que pueden ser un nuevo hogar muy lejos de la Tierra.
This is where he came because the golf course we were talking about. The golf course is here. That's where he and his wife worked. This is totally amazing. This is historical. Here I am on Riverside Drive in Burbank, and this is the Hyperion Bridge, where Orfeo Angelucci in the 1950s had a meeting with a human-type ET named Neptune. And coming back here, I have this feeling of history, of living history of the 1950s that most people don't know about. But this bridge is very beautiful. It's on Riverside Drive. He met along the river here, and we'll go there to the spot, hopefully to find a spot, the concrete block where that ET sat with Angelucci, where that space brother gave him the advice that he gave him in the book. Is with me working on this case, and basically he's read all the information and he knows what we're going to look at. And he's even taken me here because he lives in California, and it's very important to have collaboration on any story that we're doing. So here's the bridge from this angle.
The Hyperion Bridge.
The Hyperion Bridge.
My understanding, he would come here, he would park on either side, and then he would go under one of the arches, and that's where he would see in the creek bed down here, which you can see a glow, and that's what attracted him, and that's where he would meet Neptune.
Okay. This is all overgrown in 60 years. You can see this is along the river where Orfeo Angelucci met Neptune. This is a 65-year-old story that should have been covered because it's real and the book was written about it. So if we're dealing with 1953, it's about 65 years old, this story. So of course this was at night, because if you saw a glow, it was during the night. And he's coming here and he's walking along that walk. You can see that walkway there.
Yep.
That sidewalk.
And I'm not sure, but back, 65 years ago, some of this might not have been here as much, the built-up parts here, and so maybe he was able to walk down into these arches down here, which we'll see when we come back around.
Because he mentions it's in an arch, but Bill, also that we're in the middle of Los Angeles, so it's not out in the middle of the desert.
Right, and 65 years later, this is a lot more heavily built up than it was in 1953.
We're dealing with another roadway, and possibly what happened was there was another bridge or another part of the bridge, and maybe it's right in there. It would have to have an arch because those, and that's maybe it has to be right in there. It can't be where that pipe is.
Right.
So it has to be right in there where he sat on the concrete block and talked to him. Let's go do this walkway. Feeling this. It's a little. These are heron footprints. This is the location. You can imagine this at night. This is where Orfeo Angelucci used to do his meditations. And then he's walking along at night and he sees a being and he talks to him and gives him those beautiful messages from the book. But, I mean, who wouldn't want to come here? This is in the middle of Los Angeles, filled with nature. It'll go on record red. Hello, I'm Paula Harris, and I'm here to record history because this was where Orfeo Angelucci met with a human-type ET, a space brother, in the 1950s. I think it was 1953. When I read the book, The Secret of the Saucers, Angelucci actually talks about being here, about meeting this man called Neptune. He named him Neptune. And what's very important is that this location is still here. It's been altered because this is all modern apartments in this area, but this is a Hibernian bridge. And he met Neptune on a block of concrete. He sat with this man, and all of this is recorded in this very historic book. And what people need to understand is this is history. This is not science fiction. And people that live in the Burbank area need to understand that in the 1950s, when Orfeo Angelucci worked for Lockheed Martin, which is down the street here, he would meet with this man because he was one of the first contactees. What's interesting is, and I opened this book and it said, "For the moment the voice was still," which is the voice of Neptune. Among the countless other worlds in the cosmos, Orfeo, the children of Earth are as babes, although many of them believe they are close to the ultimate of knowledge. Among the worlds of the universe are many types of spiritual and physical conditions. Each form of intelligent life adapts itself to the physical conditions prevalent upon its home planet. Most of these evolutions exist in more high forms of matter than on Earth, which means people are more evolved in consciousness. But the majority are rather similar to man, being so. In reality, we are Earth's older brothers, and thus we will aid Earth's people insofar as they, although free will permit us to do so. If you don't think that's a powerful statement, I don't know what is. And this is not science fiction. I'm on location where all of this happened in 1953, and I have some collaborators working with me who understand that when we're doing this, the ETs know.